Hi guys, this is Roger in Finland, and today we take a look at the DJI Osmo Pocket camera, which is almost perfect.
She come out of break of night, the pink skies waving goodbye. She come out of break of night, leaving no trace.
Just to start, this thing is tiny. It's really small. I mean, check its size. This is compared to a GoPro. This is my phone, a Samsung S9, and this is my hand. Granted, I don't have small hands, but still, this thing is really tiny. Next, this thing shoots at 4K, 60p, also 30 and 25 of course, which is amazing for the price. And still, check the size of this thing. It's tiny. It can be used as a vlogging camera, just like triple clicking on the button, it turns the camera around. And I actually can see myself here. It has an LCD screen with a little bit quirky form factor since it's square. You can actually put the image that it's in the 16:9 correct aspect ratio, and then the black beads are used for showing the settings. Which is not a bad thing since it's so small that then the settings are not bothering you when you're trying to frame the image. Right? It's pretty good compromise in my opinion. The screen. This is actually a touchscreen, so you can change the main settings from here, like for example what following mode do you want, and some of the other features as well. You don't need to plug this thing to a phone to activate it the first time. It comes with USB-C and lightning bolt in case you have Android or iPhone, so both can be activated. And then you can use the phone as a screen as well. To me, it defeats a little bit the purpose because what I like is the size of it, so I just want to actually put it in my pocket, take it out and not having to worry about plugging the phone or anything. And with the latest firmware upgrade, you can use the Pro features, which basically means more manual control, and this in a profile without having to have the phone plugged to it. It comes with this case, which is actually quite rugged. The thing fits snugly very well in it, and is one of the first pocket cameras that actually I think it really fits in your pocket. This thing can take videos of course, then pictures, panorama pictures, can do slow motion, 120p in full HD, and you can have also time lapses with it. And when it comes to the image quality, I'm not really sure what they put it inside, but to me the quality looks pretty close to the Mavic Pro, and that's very good. And especially now that we have the cine-like profile, it's actually color gradable. The media gets recorded into an SD card, and this thing has a battery life of about 2 hours if you shoot Full HD and a little bit less if you shoot 4K. Which at least in my case, what I'm gonna be doing and since I'm gonna be doing a series of clips, and since I don't take clips longer than a couple of minutes at a time, this battery life is more than sufficient for me even for a full day. And if that would not be enough, then this thing is charged through USB-C. It charges very quickly, and of course you can power it and while charging using an external power bank. And that's also a really cool feature. So if I like it so much, why did I have the almost perfect in the title? Well, there's one thing that is missing and another one which is annoying. The one missing is that there's no tripod mount in this. I think it would have been a really good thing to put it down there, because you probably want to mount it on a tripod when you're doing your time lapses. This might fall otherwise. Of course there are some workarounds, so you can put this into a clamp, or I think the Polar Pro is actually making an accessory that has a tripod thread in it, but that's something extra on top of this. I would like this to be a standalone one kind of device without having to add much to it. And then to the annoying bit, and that's the beep. The beep. And it does. It beeps when you start recording, it beeps twice when you stop recording, and it beeps when you start recording and it beeps twice when you stop recording, and it beeps, and beeps again, and it beeps, and it beeps. This is small, it's tiny, it's ideal, it's stealthy. I would love to just take some videos of my dog and my kids with this, but when I get close and I sneak up on them to take some videos of when they are really cute doing something, and then I do this next to them, it makes them jump. And the dog also jumps. And then the kids mind the camera and they don't want me to film them anymore. And the dog also wants to run away. I know this is a matter of preference, and some people actually like the beep because they say that they know that the camera started recording and they know that the camera stopped recording, and that's why usually these settings are in preferences. My preference would be that there's no beep. In any device I get, all the cameras I always disable the focus confirmation, because to me I'm using the shutter as a focus confirmation, otherwise it would not trigger the shutter. Or in my phone I disable all that haptic feedback, vibration when you're pressing a key, or beeping when you're pressing a key, because it just drives me crazy. But I know that that's a preference issue. Some people like them, some people don't. So why not put it in the preferences? I'm pretty sure that this could be solved in a firmware upgrade, and it cannot be that difficult. At the moment it beeps when starting, when stopping, when changing the mode, and when changing the mode again. And then when starting and stopping. And I guess at this point, this probably annoys you a little. I think DJI made an almost perfect product here. I hope that they're gonna add a tripod thread in a further version of this, and I really hope that into just the next firmware update, they're gonna get rid of the beep. Alright guys, I would like to know what is the feature that you like the most and the one that you like the least from this device. And if you like the video, please click like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time.